Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope this video finds everyone doing well and in good spirits. And I hope you're enjoying some of this early fall weather that we're having here in Alabama. We've had some nice, pleasant morning and days. Because some days down here where I live, it only got up to the mid-80s. And that's alright with me. So guys, let's get into the video. And let me tell you what I will be sharing with you this morning. It's a subscriber request, and it is a moist pound cake. A moist pound cake. You know, I have several pound cakes. I have did so many down through the years and stuff like that. But you know, pound cakes used to be a little dry. The history of a pound cake used to be a little dry, but over the years, a lot of people just create, a lot of cooks just created different stuff you can add to it to make it moist. And this is something that I came up with that makes mine pretty moist, simple and moist to me. So let me tell you guys what the ingredients is, and what I'm gonna do off camera after I go off and get my mixer and come back. And I'll show you what, and we'll take it from there. Okay, we got 6 large eggs, and they are at room temperature. And behind it is 3 cups of granulated sugar. And then the flour, you're gonna need 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Now that's just the brand I use, guys. And but you use whatever brand you prefer. That's all-purpose and plain flour. That's all the same thing. And some cakes I use cake flours in, and some you probably also can use cake flour. But I have certain cakes that I do and don't use cake flours in for my own little personal reasons. Okay, and next to that I got some baking powder, which I will be using only 1 teaspoon of that, and a half a teaspoon of that salt, guys. And then over next to that I have some vanilla extract, and I will be using 2 teaspoons of that. And then I have some butter flavor to give it that old-timey flavor that you used to can get from the butter, but you can't get that anymore. Now, I mean, the butter flavor ain't just what it used to be, guys. So I'm just only going to use a teaspoon of that. And next to that is a half a cup of sour cream. And then coming on up, I have a half a cup of Crisco shortening. And then I have 3 sticks of butter. You can use salted or unsalted, whichever one. It really don't make that much of a difference, but whatever your preference is. I've used them both, and I didn't see a nickel worth of difference between either one. But you know, whatever, whichever one you prefer. And that's all. That's all this cake gonna require, guys. And then I will be baking this cake for 90 minutes on 325 degrees. That's according to you. Now, if your stove cook a little higher and stuff like that, like mine used to be, and it was an older stove, sometimes I would do it on 300. And but this one I'm gonna bake on 325 degrees for 90 minutes, and you can start testing for doing this. If your stove cook a little faster, a little hotter, you can get the smelling. That when that cake get the smelling, it's about, it's just about done. But I put my timers on mine so I don't have to be doing no guesswork. I am a timer user, and I think I got to get me a new one. But guys, when I go off to get my mixer, when I come back, I'm gonna already have the sugar and the butter creaming. And the butter too, also, guys, it is at room temperature. Always have your eggs and butter at room temperature. And with that sour cream, it's just been sitting out here waiting on me. But that really do not matter whether it be room temperature, because I have did it both room temperature and just out the refrigerator, because I forgot to get it out. So don't make no big deal out of that, guys. Remember, do not make no big deal out of this cooking, especially out of May's cooking, because I'll be teaching you more. I mean, I'll be sharing mostly landmark style, and then you can add your own little twist to it. You can do, you know, when you put your twist to it and make it your own, because after you start cooking stuff landmark style, you're going to get that concept going to come to you real quick, that how to, what's what. Because you're not, you know, probably baking all cakes, you're about to figure out. It mostly calls for 3 cups of plain flour, 3 cups or either 2 cups of sugar, and, you know, variation like that. So you can say, oh, I get me some flour and some sugar, and approximately a cup of butter or whatever. All those things usually is in a cake. And then if you want to, hey, I say I want to add me some blueberries in there. Just figure a way to do it. Be creative in the kitchen, guys. This is, you know, this is what you prepare your love and your soul going into your family cooking. So make it memorable. So guys, let me go off and get the my mixer and start mixing the stuff. When we come back, I have the butter and the sugar already mixing, because you want to cream that. I'll show you what it's creamed like when we get back. Be right back. Okay guys, I just popped back for a second to show you how I got the butter. This is the butter in the Crisco. I already done creamed this up together. And now I'm getting ready to add my sugar to it. And I'm going to get the sugar and everything beaten, and then I'll be back. I just want to show you how light and fluffy this butter is. And it's not hard at all, guys. And it don't take long at all once you get the, if you have it at room temperature. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, I got the sugar blended in here. It's blended in well. And this is what it's looking like. This is the stuff you just need to get mixed well before you start going in with your flour, because once you get your flour and stuff in there, you can't mix it well. I mixed this probably, once I put the sugar in, I probably did it maybe about a couple of more minutes. And now I'm going in with the eggs, and then after the eggs, I'm going to put my sour cream and vanilla, my flavorings and stuff in, and then we're going to do the flour. Now, it doesn't matter which one you put in. You can go ahead on and put your sour cream in now if you would like. But I always put it in after I put my eggs in, because it don't take much to mix. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm slipping my eggs in. These are the 6 eggs. And I'm just letting them slip over in there one at a time. If they don't make it in there one at a time, that's quite all right. Do not worry about it. And just let it beat just a couple of seconds in between. It's as simple as that. And that is your eggs, guys. Kind of speed up just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go in, go ahead on and put my sour cream up in here. So awkward, the blade don't never stop where you want it to stop. Put it up here on the blade to get it all out. Because I have to catch myself, guys, when we was younger coming up cooking. Now that's one thing that we could not do off of my mother, my mother, do with her bowls. You see how I would do this here? No, she didn't like, you didn't beat the stuff off with that. You get something else and get it off. She said that ruins your cookware. I can hear now. Everything you have will be lopsided. So we didn't beat on the pot, on the side of the pot. They took care of what they had, guys. That's all it was. Because, you know, just didn't. You had to take care of what you got back in those days. Everything wasn't so plentiful. I mean, so easy to get to. Lower this just a minute. And this, guys, is the 2 teaspoons of vanilla and the teaspoon of butter flavor. Let's see, can I get it in there without it splashing everywhere? I'm trying to make my videos. I want to be in depth, show you everything. And I think you've done seen enough of my videos. And cakes and everything. And guys, I plan on coming at you with a lot of more cakes, different cakes before the fall and Thanksgiving get here. Now that's what I plan. I usually don't like to put it out in the atmosphere, because as soon as I put some plans out there, they have to change. Especially with what we've been having going on. Because I was supposed to be doing a lot of this back here. A year or two ago. Guys, let me do a scrape down on this bowl. And okay, guys, and in between when I was putting this stuff in, when I came back and showed you the butter, Crisco, and all that stuff, I was doing some scrape downs in between. See, all that kind of stuff I'm trying to eliminate putting it on there, because I know most people already know that. Probably even my little youngest viewer. And I call her cook, because the way she made those biscuits, and I know some adults that can't make biscuits like that. The way she made those big biscuits, I said, Destiny is on her road to being an outstanding cook. You better believe. And I think she's, how old did I tell you Destiny was? 8 or 9?
Yeah, 9, I think.
Yes, she was. It just put me in the mind of myself. Okay, guys, I forgot to show you this here. I will be using a tube pan, a flour tube pan. Now, you can use your bunt pan or whatever you want to, but I'm just using what we would used to call a pound cake pan. But I got it greased with some shortening, and I got it flour dusted. Now, if you would like to use a baker's jar and all that kind of stuff, you like that, go ahead on and use it. It's just that's something that, you know, it's just a personal preference. Reason I don't, there's nothing wrong with it. I have used it. That's how I know that I don't want, like to use it. Let me beat this up just about 30 more seconds, and then I'm going on in and start going in with the flour, guys. That's one of the things that make cake baking really easy for me. Once I get all of that part, I get all the other ingredients mixed in well before I go in with my flour, because once you go in with this flour, you know what they say, that gluten and all that stuff make it tight. We didn't know about this gluten and stuff back when I first started, but we just know that you didn't overbeat it. Now, it's different now when you're doing rolls. When I was doing rolls, you could just knead it all you needed to. I mean, a whole lot of kneading to the rolls. But when you were doing biscuits, you only needed just a few times. I mean, just long enough to get it mixed. Okay, mixer. My mixer over here is kind of hard to turn, so that's why I be being careful, because I don't want to do what Kelsey want me to do, hit it fast and flour go everywhere. Flour, whatever I have in there. This is an old mixer. Still kind of hot too. Now I will increase the speed. And because this mixer is it's kind of a good mixer, a more powerful mixer than like a hand mixer, I usually just do 2 increments with this here 3 cups of flour. Scrape it down. I'm gonna try to get this. I'm gonna go ahead on and put the rest of this flour in. That helps me to ensure. What did I do with my spatula or everything? And to your young lady that asked me to do this pound cake and kind of wanted it before the holidays, did you find my other red velvet cake? Let me know. Send me an email like you did before and let me know where did you find it. I would have loved to send you the link. Brittany had showed me how to do the links and stuff like that, but because I don't be sharing links and stuff that often, it don't stay in my memory as well. And I was like, I can't do this. This is too much. So anyway, and if Brittany's where I can't, you know, if she around, I call her and ask her, Brittany, how do I share this link into whatever email? So that's the reason I just dropped you the link. When y'all get the links dropped in there, I had Brittany to help me with that. But guys, that was everything. I'm fixing to let this finish beating maybe about a couple of more minutes. About 2 or 3 more minutes, and then I will be getting it in the pan and putting it in the stove. I don't have no special technique that I can show you how to put it in the pan. But just, you know, because the batter, I'm going to show you what the batter and stuff looks like when I get it baked. I mean when I get it finished and get ready to put it in the pan. But I'll be right back, guys. You back on? Mm-hmm. Okay, guys, I want to show you the consistency of this batter. It's thick, but it's not quite as thick as the a normal pound cake batter. And I got my timer set for 90 minutes, and I will be putting it in a 325 degrees cold oven. I like to start my pound cakes off in cold oven, because pound cakes is something that need to kind of bake slow and whatever, you know. So I just always start it out in a cold oven. And I'm going to start off pouring this over in there. Like I said, there's no special way that I do mine. Sometimes I pour it in there if it's not too thick. Ooh. I just let it kind of run on around, and then I spread it around. I spread it out evenly in this pan, guys. And then take your pan and kind of heat it up on the counter 2 or 3 times to kind of get the air bubbles out. And then you're good to go. You put this cake in the oven and forget about it. Let me tell you something though, guys. I usually make a vanilla glaze for this pound cake. And that is totally optional. But I am going to do one. And when I get this cake and stuff in the oven, I'll come back and show you the little simple ingredients that I use to make that little glaze that I put on it. But you don't have to put it on there. And I'm going to put it on this, but that helps too with making a pound cake moist. So, okay guys, let me get this on in the oven, and I'll see you back there and show you how I mix up the glaze. Okay guys, the cake is out the oven. I got it cooling, and I'm getting ready to show you how to make this vanilla glaze to put on top of it. And when it cools, guys, I'm going to go ahead on and glaze it, because all you do is pour the glaze over the top. It ain't too much I can tell you about how to do that. And like I said, this is an optional thing. The main thing is just getting you the ingredients to the cake. So what I have here is approximately a cup and a half of powdered sugar. I just poured some over here. Could be a cup and a half, closer to. If I don't use it, I always can use it. And then I have approximately 2 tablespoons of melted butter. And this right here is 2 tablespoons of half and half. And this is a teaspoon and a half of vanilla. I'll go ahead on and pour my vanilla over in the powdered sugar. Now if your powdered sugar is kind of lumpy, go ahead on and sift it. I didn't sift mine. Mine might be simply because I had it in the freezer. Okay. Then go ahead on and pour your butter. Next, I'm just going to do that. Stir a little bit. I'll make sure those ingredients I get in here. So this will be sort of a soft glaze, not a hard shell glaze. Then I start pouring my milk a little at a time till I get it stirred up. It may not take as much, or I may have to use more. I never know exactly. And I always like my glaze, especially what I consider a soft glaze, like the type of glaze that you would have on a donut. I always like for it to be like a medium thick consistency. Not too thick and not too thin. So that's when you're going to have to use your milk accordingly. But just start off with a less amount and then just keep adding to it. But if you get it too loose, you can always add some more of the powdered sugar. Or either you can put it on the cake warm like this, and it'll just sort of kind of melt it down. That's what always makes it good. But to me, because it kind of soak in. Because mostly all I worry about is the top part of it. And if it, drips off the side, that's cool too. I'm going to put just a little more cream in, guys. Half and half, rather. I didn't intend to pour this much. I always pour it back in the container. Trying to get into a bigger hurry. Like I said, at this point you're just trying to get it to the consistency that you want it. Guys, that cake you know, according to what kind of pan you use. That ain't the pan that I normally do my pound cakes in, but I'm trying to get used to get adjusted to this new bundt pan that I have, because I know it's just a matter of time before mines go out. I tried to find one just like the one I had, but they no longer sold it. I've been had that. I can't tell you how many years I've had that pan that I always use, which I still got it. But and every time I do a cake, I would say I'm going to use my new one, and I just didn't do it. And this one is not quite as tall as my other one, so that's really, this cake rose up a little higher, because in the same recipe, recipe in my other pan, it wouldn't raise as high. It wouldn't rise as high. But that's all right too. That's a pretty good consistency there, guys, you see. And I'm going to add just a little drop more milk. I mean, it's half and half. But you can add milk if you want to. I just like to add half and half. But if I don't have half and half, I use milk. Okay, guys, that's it. Can they see how it's pouring down? Yeah. And then I'm just going to pour this on the top and let it drip down. That's not too thin and not too thick. Maybe about a medium. You don't want it real too runny. That's when you need to just be taking it step by step till you get it to that level, to that consistency that you want it. Okay, guys, that's it with the glaze, and this is optional. So that's the reason when I come back, the cake will already be glazed, because I'm gonna probably let it in that particular pan. I probably let it cool probably about an hour, because I've used it before and it kind of holds heat a little bit more than the one that I had. So I'm gonna let it cool, so when I come back, the cake will be glazed, and I'll take a slice and let you guys see what it looked like on the inside. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, this is the finished product of the easy, moist, delicious vanilla pound cake. And to the young lady that asked me to put up this recipe for, if you try this with your family at Thanksgiving or Christmas, whatever holiday you plan on preparing it for, you won't go wrong. They will be praising this cake. They'll be praising this cake this time next year and be asking you to fix that moist pound cake, because it's very moist. Guys, I'm going to, the cake is still kind of warm. I don't normally cut them this warm, but Tuck had wanted a slice what was still kind of warm for him some vanilla ice cream. He told me, say, I hadn't had some warm cake. Because he normally always warm it up in the microwave. I hadn't had no warm cake with the that I hadn't had to put in the microwave with some vanilla ice cream in a minute. Because I was telling myself, oh, this is kind of warm, but I'm going to go ahead on and do it so we can get finished with the video. And thank you again, Miss Joanne, for this beautiful cake server set. Server, whatever. Okay, guys, I'm going to give you a hunk, like I always do. See how moist it is? Just hope it ain't so moist it'll crumble up on us. Let me push this back some, so the guys can see when I lift this slice up off of there. You know, that first slice I always try to act up. This is it, guys. This cake is moist. You can just get you some milk. Anyway, either way you eat this, you can't go wrong. Cause you know I do different pound cakes for with different textures for different things, and this is a kind if you just want to have a moist pound cake to eat for a little, have a slice for dessert with your meal. This is the perfect kind. I believe I'll take a picture of it too. Before we want to get a thumbnail before we go off with it cut. So guys, let me go ahead on and end this video. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day and have a safe, fun Labor Day. And to the ones that was in the storm and all, we was and if some of them our family members, let me know. We are praying for you and praying that God keep you safe. And this too shall pass. And I will see you guys in my next video, guys. And leave me a comment. Have you ever had a vanilla moist pound cake? And yeah, I want to say happy belated birthday to my I call her my youngest cook. You heard me talk about her earlier. Happy belated birthday, Destiny. I hope you enjoyed your special day, sweetheart. Because Miss May May and Mr. Tuck was really thinking about you ever since you sent me them that picture where you had did my biscuits. You just warmed my heart, and I just had a special attachment to you and your mother. And I know it's all with love, so it's of God. That's the way He wants us to be. So guys, leave me share out the video, and like I said, leave me a comment. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. And to all my new subscribers, I know you're getting used to me. I hope you're watching a lot of my videos and see how I roll. I know some of you are sending me emails telling me to send you the recipe. And I kind of told some of them I do not put the recipe in the description area. Usually I'm working from head, going by, you know, just remembrance of it. And I don't have it written down so I can put it in an orderly way for you guys. Because sometimes I forget what's on there. And then plus, the main reason, which I told all the rest of my viewers, I don't use a computer like that. My husband do all the editing and stuff like that. So we can't have a lot of extra modern technology thrown on us like that. Because we will, well, I will make a mess. Well, and so anyway, just remember what May always tell you guys. Think positive, use your common sense, and May love you guys. Bye.
Bye, you guys.